Today we're talking about team fighting, because if you want to win more games in Season 15, you have to team fight better. But here's the truth, 99% of players have no idea how to fight properly. They're stuck in the old way of fighting, and it's holding them back. There's a new way to fight, and once you learn it, you'll start winning games instantly. I'm Coach Mysterious, Challenger EU West, and I've helped hundreds of players climb and hit their goals. Give me just 8 minutes, and I'll show you 6 simple but powerful team fighting concepts that will help you win more fights and gain more LP. But first, let's take a look at the best team fighting we've ever seen in League of Legends history. It's the Game 5 of the LCK 2024 Summer Finals. Watch this clip and focus on the positioning of red side, HLE. Everyone talks about front-to-back team fighting, but what if I told you there's a much better way to position in fights? And this clip shows it.
And then immediately the rest of the team dive on top of him just in case. There's the dive bomb to come through, Viper. He takes that one. Doran still looking for a little bit of an angle here. Zeker in an awkward position in the back of the pit now. Doran looks for the angle, he finds the counter-strike, there's the knock-up, the Impale is massive, but so is Mega Inferno Bomb, and now they all pile in pace!
Did you see the positioning? Instead of tanks up front, carries in the back, they stand at a curved arc, and it's very, very strong. It might look complex, but it's actually not, and I'll break it down for you later in the video. Now let's get into the 6 key concepts. Each one builds on the last, getting more advanced at every step. So make sure you stick around until the end. Concept number 1. In a fight, there's a million different things you can do. You can engage, you can peel, you can kite back, you can poke, you name it. The options are very overwhelming. So to make sure we don't get lost in them, we simply remove the ones our champion is not good at doing. Just ask yourself, what is my champion's identity? Specifically, how do we want to fight? Are we an engager or are we a control mage? All of this shapes the way you fight, and once you know this, everything becomes way simpler. And if you're not sure what your champ identity is, just watch a high quality guide, it will save you hundreds of LP. Concept number 2. Every game is different. Sometimes you are the carry, but in other games your Jinx is 10-0 and she will do the job for you. That massively changes how we fight. Let's say you're playing Lissandra. She can either engage or she can peel with her heavy CC. To know which one to do, just ask yourself the question, what is my win condition and what is my role in the fight? In this case, if Jinx is mega fed, then peeling is correct. If you dive instead, Jinx is vulnerable and she gets Yone ulted and you just ruin the fight. This is a classic example of someone fighting without thinking. Just asking yourself this question seems simple, but no one does this. Just by doing this, you'll already fight better than 90% of all players. But a lot of people ask me, Tim, what do I do if I'm the win condition? Well, then it's simple. Just play towards your champion identity and protect yourself. Concept number 3. Abilities and cooldowns win team fights. This concept is all about how to abuse them. I'll break it down in 3 levels, from simple to advanced. Level 1. Ask yourself the question, what are the enemy's key threatening abilities? For example, Malphite, Ornn, or Leona are really threatening abilities, but it could also be something more damage heavy, like ZR. The second question, what are the enemy's key self-peel abilities? For example, Sivir or Morgana spell shield, Lulu ult, Malzahar ult. If we're aware of all of these cooldowns and their ranges, we can avoid bad positioning and bad deaths. The second level, which is a bit more advanced, is to track the enemy's summoners. Tracking enemy flashes is a huge advantage. Flash lets the enemies dodge key threatening abilities or lets them posture a little bit more aggressively than they otherwise could. The next level, which is level 3, is all about baiting abilities, and this is where it gets really fun. You can actually bait the enemies into engaging badly or using their key cooldowns, and there are many ways to do this. We can bait the enemies into using a key cooldown or engaging by tethering their engage lines very finely, or literally acting stupid and baiting them into engaging. This either gives you a big advantage or forces them to make a mistake. Either way, you win. Concept number 4. Would you agree it's a lot easier to fight the enemies when you can see them? Yeah, absolutely. And it's also way easier to improve with a coach. So check the link in the description. But seriously, this concept is about setting up your fights. Fighting is a lot easier when you have vision and control in the area. And here's why. Number 1, you can control the space, which means that you can chunk the enemies when they try to walk in. This gives you a really big advantage because your spells are easier to land when they run at you. Plus, choke points allow you to hit high value abilities and hit multiple targets. So how do you actually set up fights? Well, we want to utilize our lull states, which is the downtime in the game where nothing much is happening, to prepare them and ping the neutral objectives in advance. This is where low elo players mess up constantly. I've seen it hundreds of times in my coaching sessions. They say, Tim, I ping the objective, but my jungler never comes. No shit, Sherlock. You pinged it on spawn of the objective, or you didn't even ping it at all. It's just not good enough. You need to set up objectives 2 minutes in advance, if not more. That way your team has time to respond. Concept number 5. This concept is all about mastering your positioning. Everyone knows the El Clasico front to back. Tanks up front, carries in the back. It's simple and it works, but what if I told you there's an even better way to position? We'll go deeper on that. There's 2 key elements to positioning. Number 1. Your champion identity. If you're LeBlanc, you're not playing front to back, you're flanking and you're threatening the enemy backline. If you play Kai'Sa or another carry, you want to play with your teammates, where you're safer and harder to die. Number 2, your role in the fight. If you're a Cassante or a Nautilus, you want to create space for your carries so they can DPS. But if you are the carry, you want to stay near your team so they can peel the threats of you. Now here's where it's gonna get interesting. We're gonna talk about the banana formation, or concave arc teamfighting. Instead of standing in a straight front to back, your team forms a curved arc around the enemy. Why is this better? Number 1, it lets everyone follow up instantly if someone dives your backline, and this gives you an advantage in a specific direction. Number 2, your carry stays safe and close enough to the enemies that they can DPS. Number 3, tanks and bruisers can create a lot of space for their carries by walking forward. And number 4, you avoid stacking too much, reducing the risk of high value AoE abilities. Your team does more damage, stays safer, and takes less damage than in a normal classic front to back. But here are a few more advanced things to watch for. Flanks punish the sides of the arc really hard. If your arc is too wide or disconnected, it will collapse fast. The team with the better arc control usually wins. They got more space to play on and they got better access to the flanks. Don't overextend your arc or it becomes too thin and vulnerable to engages. Now this might seem very complex, but what can we practically take away for our solo queue games? If you're playing a tank or a bruiser or an engager, play slightly to the side, create space for your carries, don't just run straight into the enemies. If you're playing a carry, stay connected to your team. Don't break the arc or overextend. Be patient. If you're playing an assassin or a flanker, move to the side of the fight and wait until you see a good angle or a mistake from the enemies to send it. Concept number 6. Knowing how to fight is amazing, but to improve fast, we need to review our fight. For this, we use the micro-macro review method. It's simple, fast, and effective. Just go to the key fights in your game and ask yourself these questions on screen right now. Feel free to pause the video. You don't need to review every fight, just 2 or 3 per game. That's enough to improve every time you play. I can guarantee you'll improve massively if you actually use these concepts. But for team fighting, you do need a team, and sometimes your teammates die at really bad times. So if you want to fix that, check out this video right here.